right, and we are live, and I forgot to turn the damn radio off next to us.
Oh.
All of a sudden, I realized that damn thing is on. Nah, we'll let Michael do it when he gets here. That'll be his punishment for being late. Not really punishment. Hi, Kristen.
Robbie.
What is happening?
A little of this, little of that.
Mm-hmm. How has your week been so far?
It's Wednesday. It's been a week. It's been a week. Yeah, how's yours?
It has been a week. It's been okay. It's been all right too. Got a little bit of a cold, but not too bad yet. So my boss James is sick though. He's down hard, man. He's like,
He was down hard when I was there.
I don't know. He gets sick, but yeah, he's doing all right. I talked to him today. It's a sinus thing. He's got a sinus thing. So, and that's what it seems like I'm getting too, but I'm just ignoring it. Pretend like I'm not getting it.
Ignore it and it'll go away.
Exactly. Just pretend you don't even have it. So Michael should be with us shortly. He had to go home and feed his belly. Yeah. But now he is on the way. He said he reported he was at Fireweed and Arctic a few minutes. We shall see. Well, welcome to our second episode of Thanks for Asking. Such a fun time so far. What'd you think of last week? So that not only was that your first episode of this, that's like the first time you've done this at all.
Yeah.
We didn't really get to talk about that, but that was your first time like live, your first time behind a mic, the whole thing. So what was you thinking?
It was fun. It was fun. And my sweet boyfriend just probably is so relieved that I have a different outlet other than him.
You're like, man, he is getting so tired of hearing me talk about this stuff. So now I've got somewhere to actually go.
He does love a current event sit down with me, but he's probably very relieved to have it not just be him.
Right. He's like, oh, she's got somewhere else to talk about this stuff. Thank goodness. Thank
goodness. Go home and zone out on video games.
Like now I can. Well, that's cool. Well, I thought it was hang on a second. I'm trying to do 4 things at once here. I thought we had a good time last week, and so we'll get our groove. Like you said, we'll get our groove going on here. I mean, it's intimidating, right? And I think one of the things you said too is you kind of got like you'd watch the video and then you're kind of like, oh,
I was lost
into watching the video.
I forgot what we were doing.
Forgot what we were talking about or what we were going to say and everything. Oh my God.
Yeah. My entertainment.
No, it's easy. It's easy to do, definitely. So yeah, no, it's cool. So everything's crazy. Did I hear Michael? I thought I heard a Michael. Can you turn that radio off, Michael? Okay. Michael's here. I'll kick him up on the stream here once he gets here. So get him sat down.
Fireweed's a little bit smoother this week.
Oh my gosh, we had snow and then I don't know what's up with the little bit of Anchorage, Alaska news here. I do not know what is up with the snow removal this year. It seems like the state sucks. It seems like the city sucks. It seems like everything. Patty. Say hi to Patty there, Chris. Oh, and if you click up on your chat, so if you look on the left, on the right-hand side, you'll see there's some icons. One of them says chat.
Gotcha.
And you can click on chat and then you can see other people when they chat to us, what they're saying. So, and Patty has been around since like the beginning. So
Which for me was only last week.
Yeah, no, like the beginning of our other show, like multiple years now. But for you, yes, it was last week. But for us, it's been a long time. And then Luna Lily is also a very, very, very long time, a very long time supporter of me specifically. I think she's been a supporter of mine for like 54 years. Since like day one, actually, she's like my best supporter. So, are you following what I'm saying here? Are you getting my drift of who this person
Your
is?
sister?
No,
Oh.
but it's somebody else. I was the firstborn. Let's put it that way. So, who would Luna Lily be if she's been Yes,
Okay.
there you go. All right.
Hi, Mom.
Oh shoot! And then hey Michael. Sorry,
Check, double check.
I'm the stream.
Czechoslovakia.
Yeah,
Check is in the mail.
cheating.
Check.
That is cheating. Yes, the check's not in the mail, Michael. It is
Okay.
not coming.
Seems to
Well,
work
I
either
mean,
way.
that might be. What's that?
Seems to work either way.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yep, Michael back. All right, so yeah, Minnesota is, dude, it's a freaking mess. I think I told you a little bit, but let's just pop in live to Minnesota. We're going to take a look here at a few minutes of Portland Andy. Portland Andy is a YouTuber.
Is there something big going on in Minnesota?
Oh, yeah, there
Have they been in the
is.
news?
There's-
But
Yeah, so Portland Andy is obviously in Portland. He's been a streamer for a long, long time. He basically finds these streams from every time there's something big happening. Portland Andy will find a stream and he'll stream it. Or he's actually been live quite a bit at the Portland ICE facility during all of those protests since the summer, right? Because since the summer, every night in Portland is a freaking mess.
and he just
Ice
goes about
facility.
ducking random acts of violence.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. He's just a cool guy, I guess. So this is currently the situation in Minneapolis. We had a incident earlier, which I will read to you while we're watching this crazy stuff. So ICE has provided a statement. Oh, nope, that's not the right one. Hang on. It's not the right statement. So I'm not going to mute this either because I want you guys to listen to. This is the level of
Vitriol.
Yeah, this is the protest. This is what we get. Our streets. Fuck you. Suck my whatever. You guys should just blank yourself. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
what is the At 6:50 p.m. Central Time, federal law enforcement officers were conducting a targeted operation of an illegal alien who was released into the country by Joe Biden in northwest Minneapolis. In an attempt to evade arrest, the subject fled the scene in his vehicle and crashed into a parked car. The subject then fled on foot. The law enforcement officer caught up to the subject on foot and attempted to apprehend him while the subject began to resist and violently assault the officer. While the subject and law enforcement were in a struggle on the ground, two subjects came out of a nearby apartment and also attacked the law enforcement officer with a snow shovel and a broom handle. As the officer was being ambushed and attacked by two individuals, the original suspect got loose and began striking the officer with a shovel or a broomstick. Fearing for his life and safety as he is being ambushed by three individuals, the officer fired defensive shots to defend his life. The initial subject was hit in the leg. All three subjects ran back into the apartment and barricaded themselves inside. The attacked officer and the subject are both in the hospital. And yeah, this attack is another. This attack on another brave member of law enforcement took place while Minnesota's top leaders, Governor Walz and Mayor Frey, are actively encouraging organized resistance to ICE and federal law enforcement officers. So that's the story. That's the official story right now of what happened. Krista made a good point about why was he alone? If why is he the one that chased down? And it sounds like he was alone. So why would he be alone? Any other thoughts on that whole thing? Either of you?
That does seem strange when you think about it now. Yeah. Where was the backup, making sure he gets backup?
Right.
And it was an ICE member. So
And-
I don't know of them to usually travel solo.
And they said it was a targeted operation.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you're in a targeted operation pulling a car over, you have to figure there's going to be multiple officers.
Was the other guy making sure no one messed with the car? While the other got out on foot and knocked on the door? What?
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't have any of this information. I just heard what Robbie read.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
my extent, but I definitely have questions.
Yeah. No, I think we all do. Closer. Thank you.
How's that?
Just so we can hear you. So yeah, I watched. I mean, there's a couple of stuff I watch shit all day long, but one of the things I had on today was IRT Media, which used to be a. Here's a screwed up thing. I'm gonna segue here real quick. IRT Media used to be First Responders Media. They were Southern California channel. But they also that just basically followed live events, especially police officers. Okay. So,
Like ambulance chasers, like that.
yeah,
kind of.
but they would stream it. So like, especially in Bakersfield, California. In Bakersfield, California, there is probably 8 to 10 live streamers that listen to the police scanner and then go to calls and then stream what's happening.
But they're not
I
First
don't-
Amendment auditors.
They're not First Amendment auditors. A lot of them support what's happening, but there's a shit ton of them in this one place. So if you have like a murder or something happens in Bakersfield, there is a bunch of people that show up. First Responders Media was one of them, but they also went to the border. Like from 2021 to 2024, they went to the border a lot. They picked up a lot of different coverage of people just coming to the border, and they would interview them. And the guy who runs it is he's like 6'4", 300 pounds. He's a polar bear of a dude. So nobody's going to screw with him. He knows Spanish. He knows, so he communicated. So he talked to people where they're from. There was tons of, they interview people from all over the world.
And I did see that. I've seen a couple of things like that. They would ask them, where are you from? And it would be like, I'm from the Middle East. I'm from Afghanistan. Like a lot of it wasn't even South American.
One day he caught a person and he asked them where they were from. And I want you to just listen to this. So here's what happened.
Smart enough, you would know who I am.
So asked this person. He wanted to just find out who he was, where he was from.
Yes, by the way, if you are smart enough, you would know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
The entitlement, guys.
You
Wow.
will see soon.
But you still can't rate a charted ride into the country. You have to walk.
This video went viral. Okay. So this video went completely viral. This person it turns out they are from the Middle East. They are a very much known terrorist.
affiliated with an Al Qaeda-esque
Yes.
organization. Yeah.
Yep. This video goes viral, and here's a little longer one. Let's see. There's a little more that gets caught on this one.
enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy.
Soon you're gonna know who
The
I am.
entitlement,
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
the entitlement, guys.
You
Wow.
will see soon.
To stay updated, you are more than welcome to follow me, Ruby Yona, on social.
Yeah, I don't know why that guy's. But anyway, that goes viral. Guess what happens? First Responders Media loses all of their monetization on their channel, and then their channel gets deleted because they put this video out there. Because this video went viral, YouTube struck First Responders Media and took their account down. So, I mean, it's one, you got to be careful of what you put out there, I guess. And two, why? What? I mean, obviously we were in the middle of all that shit. You can't have this. You couldn't have something like that out there in the Biden era, right? And I mean, it is Google. It is the YouTube's owned by Google, so they're not going to allow that something like that to look bad on, the regime.
Vice President Harris did tell the people not to come.
Don't come.
Mayorkas said the border is not open.
Right.
Testified to Congress about it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, exactly. The border is secure.
We've been there.
Yes.
We've been there.
Yeah.
Been to the
Oh,
border.
that's right. Yeah, that we've been there. I've been to I've never been to, what was it? I've never been to Europe, or I've never been to, yeah.
I think it was Europe.
I've been to Europe.
I haven't.
No, it's nice.
Well, my family
Yeah,
is in
so-
Sweden and Denmark.
Rains a lot in London.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sweden's not very great anymore.
But Asia's nice too. If you
We're thinking about going to Philippines.
Oh yeah, good.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Good chicken adobo.
Cheap food. I live like a king there.
Yeah.
I looked at
Remember in
the
Hong
fancy-
Kong they had great Chinese food.
Hello. There's Cat too. Hi, Cat. Evening. Yeah. So the
Hi, cat.
break a story, you catch a terrorist coming into the country, get him to basically threaten you that people are going to know who he is. For that, you lose your channel, lose your monetization, you lose higher living, right? And you have to start over from scratch. And so they did. They're back up. They have IRT Media. It took them a while because, they had to go to Rumble for a while and only on, X, I think, and Facebook. But, YouTube basically never gave them their channel back, but let them open up a new channel, which is just, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous that's the result of something that big. It makes no freaking. So anyway, yep, it's
You got to love the revolving guidelines.
yeah. So, and then, Musk buying X was probably, we talked about that a bit ago. That was a watershed moment in freedom of speech, basically. An important piece of the puzzle, I do believe. Although you guys don't use X.
No, but I understand. TikTok, there's a lot of things that have to be said very carefully coded so that it isn't removed.
You have certain buzzwords you're just
Right.
not allowed to say. Even if someone got killed, you can't say the K word.
You can't, yeah.
Why?
It's the weirdest thing. I don't.
Yeah.
Well, it's a children's app.
yeah, I know, but when you have to say unalived instead, you mean the same thing.
Yeah, unalived is the dumbest word I've ever heard. I hate it, but
Yeah.
Oh my God, I know.
See, I get more creative. We'd say something like voided the birth certificate.
Oh man, I had a couple of them. I can't think of any of them. Yeah, no, I got nothing. Damn it.
It's just ridiculous that, and then I don't think there's like restrictions on narcotics. You can pretty much label all those. But yeah, you can't actually say, someone was
You can't say
other than natural caused.
Raped is not.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
Right, but there's tons of videos of people on there saying go out and do all these bad things to ICE agents specifically.
Mhm.
None of that ever gets taken down. Why? But you can't go on there and actually say anything good about ICE, or your stuff will get taken down immediately.
I was thinking in a way to, not that these people are self-aware of themselves, but ICE may not be as transparent enough. Say, like when you have these protesters and whatnot that are in a sense protecting these lowlifes, why not publicly say, we're here to arrest this pedophile? You're trying to stop us from doing it. You want this guy here. Just turn the shame back on them.
The specific person, like give them the actual person that they're after, right?
Yeah, we're trying to arrest this guy who keeps beating his family.
Right.
Oh, and he's here illegally.
Yeah, and I mean, in the moment, I don't know what the rules are about releasing
Sure.
information in the moment, but
And I realize you don't want to give away the farm, we're gonna go get John Smith. John Smith now knows to go somewhere else right now. So I get why you want to keep things under your hat, but you win some, you lose some here.
Yep. Exactly. So yeah, anyway, let's see. Let's see if there's any more,
I mean, hold on. I can't help. I feel like you're giving too much.
Credit to how much they care. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was asking Robbie earlier when he was first showing me this video, like, how many of these are actual neighbors? This is all of these people out here are the neighborhood. Like,
Yeah.
every single one of these people.
yeah,
live in the
no,
street
no,
and-
absolutely not. Yeah, no, I definitely think that there's been a lot of people come from outside the neighborhood now. I think there's been some infiltration from other places, like drums, the whistles, so initially the people that were there were the neighborhood, but now you've got,
Did you see that guy with the megaphone?
oh
Yes,
God,
he
the
laid out
freaking
That was so
megaphone,
rewarding.
dude.
amazing.
And then he went back for seconds.
He did. He did. Honestly, when I saw him hit him after he dropped the microphone or the megaphone, whatever, and come over back to him, when he hit him and he just kind of like stood up and then fell backwards, I had to watch it a couple times because I was like, is this real? Like, did he really just, it looked so fake, but I know that, I hope that he connected and it just dropped him.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
my
he
God.
went limp that second time.
Yeah. It was-
If you don't know what we're talking about, it is this wonderful video right here. So let's just enjoy this. So we've got this guy in the red that's deciding to,
He went to shop at
This-
Target and bought a toy megaphone.
I want to see more like a cartoon.
shoving it in his ear. I mean, that's,
And he's doing the fourth grade thing. I'm not touching you.
I mean, that is literally assault.
That's
right
assault.
there. That is assault. Putting a loud instrument right up to somebody's ear is that's assault,
Given that he's
It is.
causing pain, it's battery as well.
right? And then, so this guy comes over. Nope, you're getting the ass beaten. You're getting your ass beat. You're getting your ass beat. You're getting it.
Oh yeah, throw the gloves. It's like hockey.
Yep. That's the funniest part. That's the funniest part is the dude dropping the gloves. Like this is a freaking hockey match. And that whistle, man, the whistles just kill me. I'm gonna get you now. I'm a badass. Watch me.
I'm coming with his air lats. That's amazing. Oh,
And then, ugh. I love it.
Oh, he's throwing out haymakers.
yeah. Got him right in the kisser.
Like red guy didn't even get one off. Yes, Patty, send it to me. I'll read it out. So yes, dude didn't even get a shot off. Like, what is he doing? He's not prepared. This is not how you fight.
He's walking tough.
Hey guys,
And then-
guys.
Oh,
I just wonder. It's like when the people who are out agitating or whatever, or just people on the left that are opposing anything that has to do with ICE or Trump or
The opposing
anything on the
political
right.
party.
Yeah, and
Right.
they're like, "Oh, we're gonna get you," and it's like, you guys don't believe in guns. You don't fight. You believe in safe spaces. Who are we kidding with your threats? And
Yep.
we're
No,
we
exactly.
just watched it play out.
so I got two videos here, which like are completely. I think they explain a lot about both what's going on with both sides. So let's look at this one first. This tab and stick. Okay, so I don't know if you've seen this video or not, but
The
Here
irony
we
of
go.
my conservative friends having liberal friends come up to them and say, "Oh, I can't be friends with you because what your party believes goes against like my fundamental values as a human being." Gagged because what fundamental values are you talking about? Mass murder of babies, disrespecting the United States law and constitution, supporting children having gender transitioning surgery, spending US tax money to support people who are not even US citizens while US citizens are struggling to put food on the table. Allowing millions of illegal immigrants to reside in our country, posing as a security threat. You don't care about the United States citizens and their safety. You don't even care about your own family's safety. Allowing citizens of other countries invade our country. But that's fine. People don't have to respect our country because starting with you don't respect our country. Like, should I go on or have you had enough? But conservatives really wouldn't cut you off because somehow open debate, individual freedom, and pluralism, all traits of the liberal party, have become characteristics of the conservative party. So you can continue to surround yourself with other victims in life that will only agree with you and will never correct you because the only thing you'll ever amount to is a victim because that's the greatest part of your identity. The only thing you have to offer to this world is your sob story. So go surround yourself with people that will validate your pain and trauma and won't push you to be better. Instead, keep you right where you are because that's exactly where you're going to stay for the rest of your life.
And that's exactly right. And you and I talked about that
Right?
earlier. There really is no
Guys.
official belief system for these people. I hate saying them, but
no, I know. Yep. Okay, so let's watch the counter to that one.
In order to dismantle white supremacy, we have to be willing to lose the benefits of whiteness. Means they kill us too. That's what that means. And it's time for some radical acceptance about that, guys. That's what it's going to take to dismantle white supremacy, is losing the benefits of the system. So we can't be so shocked as white people continue to die.
These white liberals have gone insane. And of course, black liberals are cheering her on in the comment section. Oh, you waking them up, 3,000 likes. Black people in the house because we tired. My ginger sister ain't stutter, 6,000 likes. And there it is, you've done the work. The relationship between white liberals and black and brown liberals is so unhealthy and gross. She wanted those comments. She's like, I will die for you. Well, not me, but I'll make a video about dying for you.
That's exactly it. They they don't want to do the work. That's the thing.
Yeah,
It's
they
always
want
up to
someone else to do
somebody
the
else
dirty
to
work.
do the work. Yeah, exactly. It's somebody else to do the work.
When are you guys going to start collecting heads? It's like, what are you doing? Yeah, you're too busy typing.
Right. No, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So it's too, like, we are so far apart right now. And the people who are doing it to us are just laughing the entire time. I mean, that's it. Somalians didn't come over here and figure out how to
Game the system.
game the system and steal how many ever billions of dollars.
No, and when we were talking earlier, nobody from Somalia chose to go to balls cold Minnesota or Ohio, where it's a completely different climate, without incentive.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe that. They would want to go to Florida if it were.
Well, I think the State Department placed them at least the first time.
Puts them,
Yeah.
and then when they bring their and then they put them in these cities where they're guaranteed to vote a certain way.
Despite the law being very clear that they're not eligible for it.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Patty has I'm going to read this from Patty here real quick. But she posted this over on the Book of Faces, as she called it.
Yes.
And it kind of, that's your realm, right, Michael?
Yes.
So just in talking about the Minneapolis situation, the whole, just basically the immigration situation, the whole thing. She's like, I mean, not to be the bad guy here, but two wrongs don't make one right. It could have been handled differently. Fuck yes, it could have on both damn sides. And, especially the woman who got killed. And I agree. We'll get into that later. Both sides took actions that put lives at risk. Thing is, one side won. Whether or not people like it, they have their own jobs to do. Hindering like this puts the lives of themselves, fellow officers, and those that they are tasked with finding in danger. It's all stupid. I totally agree with that. And so many hate their actions just because of who's in charge, even though it's been happening for years with both sides in charge. In fact, in the 80s and 90s, it was Democrats that were yelling in the chambers about needing to be more aggressive about immigration. Absolutely true. The sad fact is that it was yelling that turned legal immigration into the absolute nightmare that it is now. Both sides need to stop this fucking lunacy and come together to see that real reform needs to happen. But then there needs to be structure in what happens right now with everything that has happened. The whole country infrastructure as a whole cannot sustain the resident population, let alone the influx of non-documented and in some cases criminal immigrants. The companies are loving all of the instability and taking full advantage of it. People need to step back and realize this country is broken in many ways. We need to tell our representatives to stop the divisiveness and work together and get shit under control. But they won't, because it's working to keep everyone at each other's necks so they can take advantage alongside the companies that lobby in their ears. See how it's just fucking devolves and shows how our country is in this position. So to close, two wrongs don't make a right in any way. Yay, us. I totally, right? You are on to so many things there. And I've been, the thing about the 80s and 90s, and I think it even goes back farther. And in fact, I really want to, I've been putting this idea in my mind of kind of going back and looking at how did we get here? Like from the end of World War II to here, how did we get to here?
It was under Obama. That
oh no,
division.
Yes, the division, but there's a lot of things that took place after World War II, during the 60s, during the 70s, during the decade of the 80s. A lot of these things rolled into the level of fraud in the government. And we'll just take that as one example of what's been going on. You guys have always heard since you were small, good enough for government work, right? Heard that saying before, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Good
yeah.
enough for government work. Kristen, you've heard that before.
Yes.
Since you were a little kid, right? We all heard about the $500 hammers or the $7,000 toilets, right? We heard about that since we were young. That's now the de facto government spending for everything. It's not just in the military. It was, and Obama had a big, oh, you are correct. Obama supercharged all of this. The people that he put in place, the shit he did over 8 years has been devastating. Yeah.
Well, I remember.
Well, I want to go back and look at that and put it all together, see what the hell. But go ahead, Michael.
Well, I was going to say, I remember that before 9/11, George W. got quite a few jeers. I mean, I remember even a TV show that was making fun of him, you know, but then 9/11 happened and we just, you know, took him as commander in chief, and he was pretty much, most of the jeers stopped, at least for a short while.
Right.
And then, you know, the Dixie Chicks hated him, and then, you know,
SNL kicked
yeah,
off with
SNL
them.
was relentless.
Yeah, I mean,
so it wasn't just Obama.
Correct. Well, so it was a different. The problem is with the Bush and with Cheney and all them, it was one group of their friends that got extremely rich off the government and off the military and everything and off the wars. And with Obama, those same people continued to collect all of their money. Plus, he opened it up to with the shit they did with the NGOs, which is what we're dealing with now, trying to clean that up, was beyond anyone's comprehension. And we still don't have a comprehension on how much how much of this stuff, how much of all of the stuff, all of the protests, all of everything are financed by the government. We still don't know. We still don't have an accounting of how much of that is actually paid for by our government. It's a shit ton of it. It's the USAID. Yeah, we're going to get into that eventually, because it's just a money suck of billions of dollars that work against everything. You heard me talking about, I was talking earlier about the NED, the National Endowment for Democracy. Let me find that. Yeah, this is 6 minutes. We don't want to play 6 minutes, but we can play a little bit of this. It's basically, if you go and watch this is the National Endowment for Democracy is another NGO, it's another non-government organization that's completely financed by the government. It was supposed to, Reagan set it up to promote democracy around the world. Well, in 2016 and beyond, it decided that the United States needs more of that than the rest of the world, and so they're a big part of the silencing of people, of just the yeah, it's just a mess. I'm just trying. I mean, this is shit we finance, and we just financed again today. One of our representatives put an amendment in there to not finance this horrible freaking organization, and 81 Republicans voted against that amendment. So we could finance this stupid national endowment for the democracy. I'm not going to trying to find a better video, but it makes no sense. Why would they do that? Because it's a completely anti-Republican organization. So why would Republicans do that to themselves? Does that make any sense to anybody? Any of you? Something?
No,
You got nothing?
I got nothing. I think a big problem is this generation was never told no. So when they find out there's other people in this world who don't think the way they do, clearly they're the enemy, and they just don't know how to handle themselves in public.
Maybe. Yeah, but I mean, there's so many examples. This is only one example of the, let's see if I could give you just a little example of what this shit is. So this is Eli Crane. I believe this was on the floor today, I believe.
National Endowment for Democracy needs to change its name to the National Endowment for Censorship. I hear if we defund programs in Pakistan, Congo, and Ukraine, all of which Pakistan has election fraud, Congo has 40,000 child slaves in cobalt mines, and Ukraine is jailing Christians, well, then we're simply despots and part of the problem. But I disagree. In fact, we have proof that Ned actually was a part of deplatforming President Trump, which I don't think the president would take kindly to Republicans supporting this efforts, not to mention their head makes close to $500,000 a year. I encourage my colleagues to not vote for this. It's absolute a farce. It's nonsense, and our taxpayer dollars should not be going towards it. Thank you.
So the head of NED makes more than the Secretary of State, even though it's funded by the State Department.
You
Does
said
that
it was
make any
81
fucking sense?
Republicans that voted.
81 Republicans
I'd-
voted this down.
I'd love to see who they were.
Oh, would you?
Because if it's ones that make sense, I mean,
Yeah.
it,
let
just
me
like she said,
see.
if it's a, did she say deplatform Trump?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few Republicans and some sitting seats that are redundant, in some seats that are just anti-Trump also, no matter what their constituents have voted them in to do.
There's your list right there. Look at that. In a spreadsheet.
That hurts my eyes.
And let's see. I did check. Baggage is not on this list. So let's go ahead and sort by this. Sort by state. Sort by. So 3 from Alabama. Of course, California's got 6 of them. This is surprising. Florida with 10 people, 10 House members that voted against this in Florida. That's surprising. So yeah, that's the list. Okay, there we go. Okay. So yeah, all right. So what else is going on? There's so much going on out there. It's ridiculous. So Iran is another thing that's happening right now that we don't really hear about. But there is a effort underway for the people of Iran to overthrow the Islamist regime, and it seems like it's very quiet. Like, all the people that were, in the streets for Gaza are very, very quiet about this. And so, yeah, Kristen, you've been following this a little bit.
I'm pretty passionate about
What are
it.
your thoughts on the whole Iran thing right now?
Well, the first public execution was supposed to be today. There was some threats by Trump. The news outlets will tell you that it was about anywhere from 600 to 12,000.
Yep.
I don't think that's what news is reporting, but it is like a number more like 12,000. They had an internet blackout for a few days, and I think they recorded 600 to 1,200 was what they reported, or what they wanted to report.
Right. But I think it's a lot higher. I do think
It's more like
there's-
12,000.
Yeah.
It's up there.
I think there's a lot of people, there's a lot of death that's gone on because they're trying to maintain power, right? And that struggle is very intense.
I get really upset by this, and I really try to stay logical and not be emotionally driven by things. But when you have these absolute morons in Minnesota objecting ICE agents and in no fear for their lives, I feel like they should. But you've got women in Iran who, if they remove their hijab and show their hair, they are arrested and murdered.
Right.
I don't understand where the feminists are for that. I can't understand people who will call Trump a fascist or ICE agents fascists, or call them a dictator or, a totalitarian regime, whatever, when you are witnessing one and it is crickets. They were screaming from the river to the sea for Gaza, and nothing is being advocated for when it comes to true, not that Gaza wasn't and isn't true, but disgusting implementations by a truly evil dictator.
Oh yeah. And just, put the thumb down on everybody. Like you said, I mean, they're literally killing people in the streets in this uprising, and support is what they need. I mean, they need outcries from the rest of the world, and they're not getting it, unfortunately. And then you got people like, do you know who Cenk Uygur is? He has a show called The Young Turks. And
Cenk.
Sorry, Cenk. All right, so he was on Piers Morgan with this actual Iranian woman.
Right?
Did you see this?
I follow her on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
She's brilliant.
He is a badass. So she wrecked him earlier today. So and check this out.
Number of faces there, none of which I would describe as particularly indicating an agreement with what Cenk was saying. So what would you like to say?
So keep in mind, and not get a copyright strike, we're going to stop and talk about this occasionally through it as we're watching. So I did not see what he said, but she let him speak the entire time. She let him say his piece, right?
I mean, first of all, Cenk is not Iranian, so he has no idea what's going on in occupied Iran. Pretty sure Cenk doesn't speak Persian either, so he probably has no idea what the tens of millions.
It's Farsi.
No,
but
actually,
that's okay.
it's Persian. Persian is the English word for Farsi. So don't correct me when I'm speaking, and don't interrupt me. I let you speak your garbage jihadi Islamist propaganda.
You should know your native language.
You
though,
do
if you're
not. You
pretending
do
to be
not
an
get to
expert.
talk over me. You do not.
So yeah, just that kind of complete arrogance this guy has. I mean,
to talk over me or interrupt me when I'm speaking on behalf of 90 million Iranians who are out in the streets right now fighting for their lives.
You're not
And
speaking on behalf of all
You
Iranians.
speak, yes, I am. You speak about how, you know, the bombings
When
or
did
whatever.
they elect you?
Why are you?
What's that?
Oh, he's just such a piece of shit. And
Yes.
everything that I've seen him in, I just cannot stand him.
I mean, just constantly the ribbing, the arrogance, the just downright arrogance.
Speaking over me. Why are you speaking
I don't
over
think
me?
he's used
Are
to
you threatened by
women
what I'm about to say?
speaking.
Is that why you want to interrupt me? I suggest you keep your
No,
mouth shut
because you're pretending
until
to
I'm done
represent people
speaking.
that never elected you.
Well, let
But
her
go ahead.
speak. Cheng, with all respect, she'll let you speak. Let her respond.
Yeah, I let you speak your garbage propaganda, so now it's my turn to speak the truth. So do not interrupt me again.
Your
So
garbage.
like I was
Go.
saying, Pierce, Iranians right now are literally risking their lives out there, and they are saying this is the final battle. Pahlavi will return. Pahlavi is, of course, the current Shah of Iran in exile. And what people don't know is that back in 1979, that it's not actually a revolution. It was an Islamic coup d'etat. It was orchestrated by Jimmy Carter, or sorry, actually, no, it was orchestrated by the Islamists and the communists, and it was funded and supported by Jimmy Carter, the UK, and France. So what is happening right now? This is Iranians trying to.
So now he's going to get. He is absolutely 100% correct. That is exactly what happened to Iran back in
79.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, when they took over the embassy. Remember that? I mean, shit, I was a little kid when that happened. And I remember watching, I mean, the news every night would lead with the Iranian. You remember that, don't you, Michael?
I was a bit younger, but
See?
I know it through history, and the Ayatollahs, you know, were an iron fist. I mean,
Right.
they hung people from construction cranes and just left them there hanging over the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot has changed about that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 1980. That's 1980. So I was 9 years old. So I remember every night the news would lead with the Iranian, you know, hostages, people in Iran, and then them trying to go rescue them, and that
And for
debacle.
whatever reason, they did not like Jimmy Carter.
rectify, and they are rectifying 47-year mistake that was made. And what Iranians are saying is that we are going out and we are not going to stop fighting until we not only overthrow the Islamic dictatorship, but we return our king, because there is only one person that we Iranians trust to transition us from a dictatorship to a democracy, and that is His Royal Highness. And one final point, Iran was not an authoritarian dictatorship prior to 1979. We were a constitutional monarchy, just like England. That is what we are fighting for. So anyone who says that Iran was an authoritarian dictatorship, they know nothing about the country, because we used to be a constitutional monarchy.
So I mean, some of the pictures from, you know, mid 70s, early 70s Iran are very striking, right?
Yeah, women used to wear skirts
Mhm.
above the knee, not a tablecloth from head to toe covering their bodies because men lust after them and it's inappropriate. Yeah, they used to smoke cigarettes
Yeah.
and do their hair and
Go shopping by themselves.
not need a man's
Yeah, right.
permission to go
mean,
to
there-
school. I
that's-
think
I mean, there's like, you could not do this. You could not see this. You would not see bathing suits and, you know, women out alone by themselves, right? Like, this is a group of women. And yeah, that's not what you have today. Is a mess. Yeah, they could go to university. Exactly. They, you know, and the same thing with Fortunately, Afghanistan. I mean, we spent 20 years in Afghanistan in order for women to not be able to go to university again. And that's
And then what
what
happened?
yeah.
That was 2020, right? Our
When we pulled
evacuation.
out.
21.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. No, it was right before
It was
before
exactly
Trump
20 years.
came back to the office.
No, it's right after because it was Biden did the
It was
withdrawal.
under Biden.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. No.
It's symbolic that they were done by 9/11.
And 13 American soldiers were killed.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
Abby
who
Gate.
helped us.
And then
At
morons
risk of
thought
their
they could
lives.
cling to the side of C-17s as they were
Oh my
flying out.
God. That
It's
was
like
some
there's
of
not
the
even
worst.
things to hold on to. You just gonna stick to it like Spider-Man?
Yeah, exactly. How are
Just
you
imagine
going
that
to?
desperation.
Sure. I'd rather fall from this plane than
Endure whatever consequence would have been
yeah.
by Al Qaeda at the time. That's who they gave power back to, right? Was Al Qaeda?
The Taliban.
Taliban.
And yep, they just walked right into the Capitol. They're gone. We're back. And all the equipment we left there, we just brought them right to the Bronze Age.
Yep, exactly. So I found a good video. It's 1:16. This shows exactly what we are dealing with as far as basically all of the unelected people that run our country, right? Because it's not elected members. It is people like this.
I started paying attention to disinformation as an issue, what I consider to be kind of early as a young think tank staffer at the National Endowment for Democracy. But it's really the 2016 U.S. presidential election.
There you go. What? Of course it was.
That catapults the issue of disinformation to the political forefront. Important to note that disinformation, especially even social media disinformation, was not invented in the 2016 U.S. election. But 2016 U.S. election is the big one.
Because Trump. You cannot have Trump. Trump got elected because everything he said was wrong. Everything was false. It was all disinformation. And people like this have a God complex that they need to save us from information, from speech.
We're too stupid to know we're doing it wrong.
To have any objective critical thinking.
Right, exactly. Because he is a think tank person. And think tankers are
an arbiter of truth.
Yeah, right there, arbiters of truth.
And in the aftershock of that election in 2017, you suddenly have an entire sort of industry of open source intelligence analysts emerge, who some of them then go to work for platforms directly. Some found their own research groups. Some are based in universities. Some work in the private sector, some in the nonprofit. But they're all hunting for...
They are all hunting. I would like to do some hunting myself. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Online, disinformation campaigns, troll farms, just other forms of digital propaganda. And that process leads to both a lot of policy change. You see the U.S. government take this much more seriously. It, I think, sort of jumpstarts a larger conversation about social media platform accountability. And it also leads platforms to develop a great deal of their own policies around trust and safety. Going into 2020, that field, I think, had kind of matured.
Yeah. So
I started
It matured because they figured out how to stop it. They figured out how to just blast enough of their own misinformation to keep everyone in the dark and to just completely throw everything into a fucking mess.
But it went even farther with suppression of our First Amendment. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
deplatforming a sitting president.
Right. Correct. Yes. Oh, yeah. No, it's, yeah. And I had another, did I close? Okay, here we go. there was another thing that happened at that same time. So we had the COVID, so that blew everything up, but I guess COVID was after the election. No, COVID was during
it was
the
lead up.
election. No. Yeah, right. We had the first year of COVID was thing. So I just want you to listen to this, because this fits right in with what dude was just talking about.
Not one of the military ballots was a registered voter, and the ballots looked like they were all exactly.
Person was a ballot and a election observer in Michigan.
The same Xerox copies of the ballot. They were all for Biden across the board. There wasn't a single Trump vote, and none of the voters were registered. They had to manually enter the names and addresses and a birth date of 1/1/2020, which would override the system and allow them to enter non-registered voters, of which I saw several that day. Throughout the day, that's how they would override voters that were neither in the electronic poll book or the supplemental updated poll book.
Thank you. What time of the morning was it when you saw this come in? Or what time of the evening was it?
Like you said, 3-ish, 4 in that window.
In the afternoon?
No. I was there from
3 or 4 in the morning.
I was there at 10 p.m. to 5 a.m.
They were in mail sleeves, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody have any earmarkings of who they were carrying these ballots? Were they carrying them? Were they on a dolly?
Yeah, they were on a dolly. Do I know who they were? Absolutely not. But they were people that were doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Lucido. Senator Santana.
Was there any particular reason you didn't ask for a supervisor to question, the ballots coming in on a dolly? Or
Well, I didn't figure I needed to, because the lead counsel that was supposed to be there was taking tally, and I was there standing right next to him. So I figured he was kind of the person that was overseeing the whole night. But that's what we were told. No, we were talking directly about why are these coming in. We all thought it was interesting that these ballots were coming in so late. What was his response? We were trying to take.
Sorry. What was his response, sir?
We were taking count, and we were his exact response I couldn't recall, but we were definitely perplexed that these were coming in so late, as well as they were being put out to be counted.
So, but you couldn't say anything about that. You couldn't, many people lost their accounts because they said something about all the left election shit that went on. And this is just one example. 30,000 ballots that night that were all Xerox copies, not one single Trump vote. And some of them were like supposedly from overseas military people. Insane. So, but misinformation is the worst thing ever in history. And foreign interference in an election is the worst thing you can do, except we interfere in every single election around the country, around the world, including our allies in UK and Germany, and basically spend taxpayer money to elect candidates that our NGOs want.
I thought it was so strange. I mean, I realize the Democratic Party picks their candidate, but in the 2016 election, before the primaries and whatnot, they were all just saying basically like it's Hillary's turn, and they hadn't even had a primary yet. And it just seems so strange to me that, and then all their super delegates and whatnot say, I'm putting all my 1,800 delegates on for Clinton. Well, what about the voters at the caucus? Don't they have any say at all? Nope, they all goes to Clinton.
Yep.
And there was something actually, I can't remember exactly what it was. Bernie Sanders would have taken that, but there was some fraudulent activity within the DNC.
Well, the way they defend themselves on that is they say the voters get to vote for the president, but the party picks the candidate.
And there was something going on inside of that.
So it's like, why have your caucus or your primaries at all then?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's the same thing with Kamala. It's the same thing that happened.
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Or even Biden to some point. That there was a lot of people that didn't want Biden in 2020. There's a lot of DNC people that did not want Biden in 2020.
I think that at some point, Biden, I mean, with whatever he had left of a brain, I think that he really truly was like, yeah, I'm going to run. Yeah, I'm saying I'm running. I'm not, I mean, I think he absolutely did. And then on election night when Trump won, his wife was wearing a red dress, which is pretty symbolic, right? Because Democrats typically will wear a blue
Right.
situation. And she wore, I think it was when they went to go vote that she wore a red dress.
Mhm.
And I think that there was some fuckery afoot there too. But yeah, they implemented Kamala for sure. Or implemented her.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to describe it. Totally implemented her. They said that you're getting Kamala. That's what you get.
But then they worded it. I remember, what was it? New York Senator guy, Chuck Schumer, when he's making the announcement about it, almost like worded it as if there was some sort of like contest that she won to get this nomination, instead of them just saying, nope, she's going to be on the ballot, which is what they did. But he's made it sound like there was some sort of competition involved.
Yep. And Biden putting that MAGA hat on too at that event. Holy crap, that was like sea change of whatever there.
Or how they got him to say "Let's go, Brandon" during I think it was like a Christmas time Q&A, whatnot. Him and Jill, and someone asked his question, he responded in whatever way, but he signed off with "Let's go, Brandon," and Biden actually just like repeated it, to confirming it and whatnot. And the look on Jill's face was priceless.
What was that when it kicked off at the NASCAR, right? When
Yeah.
the reporter was like, "Yeah, go Brandon,"
Oh my
and like
God.
tried to play it.
But they were saying, F Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. F Joe Biden.
The interviewer said, "Here you go. Hey, let's go, Brandon."
Let's go, Brandon. I love that so much. I will say I do love how clever the conservative side has gotten, because it used to just be we would take it on the chin and be like, okay, let's get him at the polls next time. And now it's a new generation, I think, and some people are talking shit. We have Senator Kennedy.
I love him.
He's amazing.
From Louisiana, yeah.
And he will
Oh
just
my gosh,
talk
yeah,
that
he
shit
is.
all day.
My mama didn't raise no fool, and if she did, it was one of my brothers.
Yeah. What if you have a problem calling the police? Next time you're in trouble, call a crackhead. Beautiful.
No, I know he is freaking amazing.
Moment. Brandon, you also told me, as you can hear the chants from the crowd, "Let's go, Brandon." Brandon, you told me you were going to kind of hang.
I fucking love that. I love that. So
Yeah, it's a
much.
bit of spin.
I mean, you can hear it clearly
From
too. That's the thing.
crowd. And you also told me, as
You can hear the crowd so clearly too.
hear the chants from the crowd. "Let's go, Brandon." Brandon, you told me you were going to kind of hang
And I
back
just
those
love how
first-
it was capitalized and put on merch.
That was on bumper stickers by
Oh
It
my
was
God!
amazing.
Yes,
I think I
it
have
was
one.
so right. That shit just blew up so quickly.
I'm
Like
thankful that we've gotten clever in our.
Yeah, like I shared that video with you from the primary. Remember that video from the primary from YouTube that I shared with you from the 2016 primary? Did you watch that video?
Are you talking to me?
Talking to you, yes. Looking right at you in the screen.
I can't tell. I don't know if I did.
I sent it to you on your phone. It was the one with the Ted Cruz smacking the microphone.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that like kicked off the entire Trump
Well, that was the first time I had seen it.
Yeah, I'm because it's so funny. This was like me and a buddy from work, Todd. You remember Todd? Me and Todd Bodeheimer, Big Todd.
God rest him. But yes.
Yes, God rest his soul. We watched this thing so many times, and this was 2015. This was like after the first debate with Trump and Ted Cruz and Jeb and all those guys. And this person put out this video that was just, he put out multiple ones after this that got billions of views. And I think the originals are even gone, but holy shit, he got this video.
Listen,
right here
repealing
was
Obamacare is not going to be easy. Passing a simple flat tax and abolishing the IRS is not going to be easy. But if we stand with the American people, we can do it.
Dr. Carson.
Thank you for including me in the debate.
Governor Bush, I want to. Yes.
Poor old Ben Carson. He got no love in that freaking thing. He got no love at all.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
said illegal immigrants, quote, broke the law. What does that mean to you, and how does that inform
First,
your approach
feel like
to immigration reform?
Great question.
Jeb is a mess.
Jeb Bush is the weakest person on the stage by far. Jeb is a waste, and everybody knows it. He is so weak, it's laughable.
I mean, at the time, this thing got millions of freaking views, and it like this is one of the reasons that Jeb just totally blew up. His whole candidacy just completely was crushed after this.
Well, one thing about their campaigns that Donald Trump had over the rest of them, the rest there were boring. I mean, listen to Ben Carson give a speech at a campaign event. Here, it's a snooze fest.
Yeah, you're going to go to sleep. Exactly.
And whereas Trump's at least, somewhat of an entertainer, and he poured money in it, bands and loud music, and instead of Ted Cruz walking up there like a surfboard shoved up his back, you got Trump coming out and doing his Trump dance.
Yeah, exactly.
At least get the crowd excited about something.
Yeah. So yeah.
Jeb is a mess. Jeb is a waste. Jeb is a mess. Jeb is a big fat mistake.
I gotta tell you, this is just crazy, huh?
And
This is just nuts, okay?
There's Kasich. He was always a weirdo.
Jeez, oh man. Jeez, oh man.
This is the standard operating procedure to disparage me. That's fine. I don't really.
Excuse me, Jeb. Jeb is a big fat mess.
Okay, Governor Bush, I'd like to
Yeah,
ask
I got to respond to this. The reason why I should be president is. Great question. The reason why I should be president, I feel like I have to.
Excuse me. 2 days ago, he said he would take his pants off and moon everybody. Nasty guy. He's a nasty guy. Jeb is a nasty guy. I want to tell you, I don't often agree with Marco, and I don't often agree with Ted, but I get along with everybody. But I say this every night, every day, every afternoon, and it's so true. Jeb is a mess. Jeb is a waste. Jeb is a big fat mess.
I always look at Jeb Bush to be as like the parallel of Ted Kennedy. John got his chance. Robert would have gotten his chance, and there's Ted just thinking, "Aren't I owed a turn?" So Dad got president, then son gets president, then brother Jeb is like, "Hey, I get a turn too, don't I?" No, you actually kind of have to earn it there, Jeb.
Yeah, the edit. One of the reasons I love that video is because the editing is so freaking great. The guy that put that together, the cuts, the freaking snack in the mic, the Jeb is a mess. Jeb is a waste.
Excuse me.
Oh my God, the editing on that video is so incredible.
I got to respond to this. Yeah, he's a mess.
Jeb is a mess.
Go back to Florida, Florida man.
Yep. Yeah, and Ben Carson is a brilliant person. But I mean, in order to be president, especially now, you can't just be brilliancy is not going to get it. Like Ron DeSantis in Florida is a very, very policy wise, very conservative, very good getting policies passed, getting legislation done. Very smart policy wise, but he just doesn't, I don't think, have the whatever it takes to connect to people, right? And that's part of what you need.
Yeah, I don't think you could hold the room's attention if they're not forced to actually listen to him.
No, right, exactly. And then Ben Carson is brilliant man, but you've got to have the whole package, right? You've got to have the way to connect people. I think JD Vance is I mean, if you've seen some of his debates, some of his speeches, when he runs, he's going to be a force. He's going to be a very big force in the next presidential election. Obviously he's got a very good possibility of being the vice president and all. And I think he'll step up and have a really good run. What do you guys think?
If this whatever news is coming out of California right now, regarding
microphone,
regarding the Palisades fire, is that good?
Yeah, kind of.
It's at my body. Is that not?
Turn the knob up a little bit. That knob that's on there that should be talking into the site, just turn it up a little bit.
Mic 1, mic 3.
And talk like a little louder too. Sorry. I just want everybody to be able to hear you is the thing.
Okay,
so,
let me know if this is okay.
I can't hear you. Then everybody else can't hear you.
Okay, and where are we at now?
I don't know what's going on. Hang on. Oh, no, you're fine.
I'm ruining Christmas.
That's what my family says.
Okay,
We don't have
see
nice
that
things.
knob? That has to be, you have to talk into the same side as that knob.
What's it?
This is where the microphone is.
Okay, but now it's over here.
Right.
But if I point
you
it,
have to talk into this side of the microphone.
oh god, something came off. Something came undone.
Oh, it's fine. It's just, yeah. Let's see. I got it here.
Sorry, everybody.
No, you're good. Don't sweat it. It happens. We just need to retighten it. Of course.
Take it away, Michael.
Yeah, talk, Michael. Say stuff.
Well, just quizzing subjects. I remember the first time I shot a firearm, I was like 7, and I was excited. I mean, afterwards, I just, and Dad, can we get another kitten? And yeah, no, all right, that was funny.
Okay, I don't want to touch it, but you won't know if I'm anything until you got your headset on.
You sound a lot better.
It's better?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I already.
Okay.
Oh, very much. That's very much better.
I won't touch it.
No, you're good.
Okay. We were talking about JD Vance having a chance at running for president. And I was piggybacking onto that, saying that whatever in California is being uncovered for the Palisades fire and the fire aid that did not, I think less than 20% of it went to actual fire victims.
If any, I don't know that any of it went to fire victims.
So hopefully, I was just saying, hopefully Gavin Newsom, if he runs, JD Vance will be a strong contestant
Mm-hmm.
against. But yes. Oh, what?
I hope beyond all hope Gavin Newsom is at least in handcuffs or something by the
Yeah.
time.
I know, but how many of our elected officials right now should be in handcuffs? I love what Trump said after Maduro. He said, "I feel confident about this. Now I think it's time to start looking stateside." And I think that some of these senators shouldn't be sleeping very well at night in the next few weeks. Like
The Clintons, both of them, just thumbed their nose up at congressional subpoenas.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Clinton Bill's was today. Hillary didn't
Yeah,
show
it was
up yesterday.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yep. Nope. Neither of them showed up.
Yeah. And I love Spencer Pratt. I'm excited to see this.
Yes. So Spencer Pratt you know who he is, then you were around in the 90s, right? He was
Early 2000s.
where's okay, yeah, I know you're right. You're right. It was Spencer and Heidi, right? What damn show were they on?
It was The Hills and
Hills.
The
That's right.
Hills
So they were
and
was it a
Laguna Beach.
reality show?
They were. It was one of the original reality shows. Laguna Beach
Okay.
was about Laguna Beach, and then the spinoff was The Hills.
Yep. Okay, gotcha. And so it was Spencer and Heidi, Spencer Pratt, Heidi Montag, right?
Yes, and if you don't know who he is, he was a douche or was portrayed as a douche in the shows, and then he gained fame in TikTok eating burritos. He loves burritos and he feeds hummingbirds. He's just a gentle father of two, husband to Heidi, and then they were victims of the Palisades fire. Their house burned down, and that is the prologue.
Yeah. So and it everything that's gone on has made him look at the entire thing and especially the money from the fundraiser that just did not go to any victims. It went to freaking
Special interest groups,
special interest nonprofit groups. Yeah, nonprofit groups that had nothing to do with the fire. That had like
podcast startups that would spill propaganda for the Democratic Party.
Right. Like everything that they touch now has to go to something. So Spencer is actually running for mayor
LA.
of Los Angeles. Yep. So let's see this is a little 34-second clip.
Interviews where they're like, "Oh, you're an activist," and I always push back. I'm like, "I'm not an activist. I just want accountability for what happened here in the Palisades." But the more I got deeper and deeper into this, it's become, I want accountability for my whole city, for where I grew up, and then obviously past that for my state. But what can I do just making posts? And I realized nothing.
Yeah. He found a bigger calling. Let's see if we got more from. I mean, there's a whole 51-minute interview that you can go watch there. But yeah, he is running for mayor in 2026. So there is an actual mayoral election this year.
The part that is so disgusting to me, when he started to uncover and question, why hasn't he had any relief money? Why hasn't, he uncovered that it was impossible to get permits to even go and clear your lot.
Right.
After it was okay, or after the fire had died down, I guess. They made it near impossible. There were fines that they were directed and ordered to give to these residents, these property owners, if they, looked in the direction that wasn't deemed appropriate. And the sickening part about it is that his backlash from the left was he was accused of being MAGA, whatever, accused of being like he said, an activist, an extremist, a right-wing extremist. And I think that's just the disgusting rhetoric that they use, the tactics that they use whenever you question anybody in the Democratic Party. It's all of a sudden, it's not that you're questioning anything and you want accountability or you're looking for answers or clarification. It is, you're MAGA, shut up.
Yep.
Nobody's going to listen
Yeah,
to
yeah,
you.
no, exactly. You're discounted. You're completely discounted.
You're
Even
unhinged.
Even if you have just a reasonable question, you can't question any of it. You can't question any of the ideology whatsoever, or you will get shut down completely.
Yeah, you're canceled. The cancel culture is alive.
I miss Milo.
Oh, Yiannopoulos?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
I really miss him because he could just turn.
And he's kind of back.
He's trying.
He's
I mean,
making his rounds since
Yeah.
Charlie, but
I think he was on Tim Pool's show here recently and a couple other
Such a
shows,
quick
but-
wit.
very smart.
Did, yes,
Very smart.
yes.
And what did he even get canceled for? I don't.
Oh, he made a joke about the
He made a
Catholic
joke
Church, the Catholic Church, and the sex crimes against kids. And he made
Yeah.
he made a joke about how he benefited from it, which is why he's a homosexual now and what have you.
Yeah, because he basically made a joke about his own past, his own
Yeah.
molestation.
Yeah.
And people.
And I guess victims of that wouldn't consider that a joke, And I get that bleeding heart there, but oh my gosh, not everything he says is to be taken seriously.
No, and I miss that so much when something was just funny.
Yeah.
And it was
Right.
allowed
No,
to
exactly.
just be funny.
Yes.
Like ooh, low brow, but
Yeah.
also
Oh my God, I can't believe you
very
said that.
funny.
Yeah.
Yep. I was trying to find some other videos from this one is. I'm curious about this one.
Oh, you want to hear the most egregious Karen move of all time? After the Palisades fire, Mayor Karen turned over the Palisades from the LAPD to Newsom's Highway Patrol officers, and they were directed to surge into the Palisades and harass fire victims with dubious traffic tickets for going 27 in a 25 zone. But get this one. This might be the worst one yet. One fire victim got a CHP ticket for not wearing a seatbelt in front of his own house. I mean, the lot where his house used to be. And guess where that burned down house was? Right behind the damn fire station, which is still standing miraculously. Imagine living behind a fire station, your governor burns down your house, and as an extra bit of salt on the margarita, he sends his cops to come give you a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt when you go to sift through the ashes after you lost your entire life's history? And why were the state police even there to begin with? This wasn't PCH. This was in the neighborhood. Where is the LAPD? Where was Karen Bass telling the state police to BTFO and give us a break? How cruel are these leaders of ours? Now do you understand why I am running to be mayor? Under my leadership, the police will protect you, not punish you for this petty BS. You really want a Karen narking on you for seatbelts after your house burned down? Vote Spencer Pratt for mayor. We are done with this shit.
Yeah,
There you go.
he's been relentless the entire year.
Oh, yeah, no, he
since
has.
this
He is
happened,
freaking-
and it's been really lovely to watch.
No, he's been on it. He's been on it. He's somebody to watch. And like I said, somebody that was fine just being a person who
Fed hummingbirds and ate burritos. That was what
Right.
his life's work was.
carved out a niche and being online and getting enough money. I'm sure they had money left over from, the stuff that they did before, but that always helps to have that other income coming in. So, he's got viewers watching him, like you said, eating burritos and stuff, but then your home burns down and then you realize, shit, these people are freaking stealing our money that we're supposed to get. That's the big thing is they raised millions, like $100 million or something ridiculous. I mean, it was so much fucking money.
The deeper part is that it more than likely was an attempt at a land grab. They had passed a bill just after that to, I don't want to be passing out misinformation, so I'm just
It was
trying
something
to
like
remember.
you
They
had
wanted
to have your house rebuilt within X number of years, or you could sell it for the value of the lot because that's all that was left.
And then the city was going to build multi-family homes.
And then the Coastal Commission of California is going to make
But
it so
but it was going to be low income.
Yep.
Multi-family homes, not nice high-rise condos.
Yep. And anybody that tried to build on the beach had millions of dollars of extra work that they were going to have to do to even the most basic home.
Well, and like what you were saying, Michael, about you could rebuild in a certain amount of time, or it was going to be a buyback by the city. Permitting
Or an outright seizure if you don't get it built in time.
Yes. And that's where they were running into. They couldn't even get permits to clear their lots in a reasonable time. So the state the city was making it very difficult for these people to be able to even consider rebuilding.
Oh yeah. Oh, exactly. It's just this
So-
was his
Land grab was the
Oh, yeah.
deeper.
one more Spencer Pratt. I guess this is
That's
his
why
announcement
I
here.
am running for mayor. And
And their damn signs.
let me be clear, this just isn't a campaign. This is a mission. And we are going to expose the system. We are going into every dark corner of LA politics and disinfecting this city with our light. And when we are done, LA is going to be camera ready again.
That's I hope. I'm sure everything is coming. There is so much money in Democrat politics. They're going to come blow him up, basically. Unfortunately, politics is the dirtiest of the dirty. There is no dirtier thing out there besides politics. I
could unlock the door to let Benji in.
Okay, well, yep, you go. I think we're done for tonight anyway. So it's been a good run this evening. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and we will be back next week, and then we'll be doing some more of these too. We're gonna figure out our days and get some more evenings because I know Kristen needs to get all of this out.
Poor Nemo. Poor Nemo.
So she needs this outlet. We need this outlet. So yeah, we shall return. And everybody have a good night. Kristen, got anything to say on your second show out? Yes, Kat did notice something. It was listed as episode 69, but it's actually not episode 69. It's only episode 2. But what do you do? That was Michael's idea. Is we should just have random numbers for episodes. I'm like, that's a great idea.
Every number should be 69.
Yeah, or we can just always have episode 69.
Right, ladies?
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, everybody, have a wonderful week. We will see you later. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, there's going to be more time. There